the notion of it now is horrifying, but we didn't have any idea. We were sitting close to each other, eating each other's food, and no one got sick, which I still think is a
Who
miracle.
turned his mic on?
Yeah.
Did I turn it off? I usually do. Yeah, it was a fraught time. So what is your daughter's name?
Vivian.
Vivian.
Yeah.
Was she named for anyone, or?
Yeah, Laura's grandmother.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. All righty. Well, you ready?
Yes.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
we'll begin with your name and your name, spell it, and what you're running for again.
Yes, Andrew Lewis, Lewis, Seattle City Council, District 7.
So, Andrew Lewis, why are you seeking reelection? What is it that you think you still need to do?
So the first 4 years was setting up a lot of really important initiatives that I've been very excited to work on, and I want to see them go to their conclusion. We passed a new levy for our park district to fund a lot of really important things in my district, including renovating the Queen Anne Community Center. We have active renovations right now for the Magnolia Community Center. I want to see that work done on time, on budget, and open for the community. I worked with Mayor Harrell on putting together a new civilian alternative response department, the KIRO department, Community Assisted Response and Engagement. We are announcing this week our very first response team in the downtown core of the city of Seattle, but I want to see that service scaled not only to all of District 7, but the entire city of Seattle. So the first 4 years was setting up these really important investments, but it really is going to take longer than that to get them to where we need them to be, and I want to continue to do that work. I'm very motivated, very excited to see what this city can be, what can become of this partnership between the council and Mayor Harrell.
You know, there's been a lot of criticism of the current council, some of the current council members, and you are on the council. Why should people vote for you again?
Because I have the experience that have put these collaborations together, right? I mean, you don't really see in the newspaper any stories about the city council and the mayor fighting anymore, right? Like the city council and the mayor are coming together. We're getting stuff done. We have this new care department that I just laid out that we're putting together. We have the Queen Anne Community Center getting the biggest renovation in a generation. I helped bring together the coalition that acquired the Cinerama and got it into public, nonprofit ownership for the first time in its history. Brought Bumbershoot back to the Seattle Center campus. I have a track record of getting big things done and bringing a lot of people together to get it done. I'm one of the only candidates probably in the history of the city that's been endorsed by the King County Labor Council, but also has a strongly aligned rating from the Downtown Seattle Association, which is one of our preeminent business groups. So someone that can bring people together, that can really get things done for the people of District 7 is what I bring to the table and what I'm going to continue to do.
If you are reelected, this will be your second term. What would be different about your second term than your first that voters can look forward to?
Well, one of the things I'm really looking forward to is the fact that we won't be in the shadow of a global pandemic that really threw a curveball at this city that we had to recover from. And look, you know, the city government has taken a lot of slings over the years, in the COVID era. But one thing that I will say is COVID knocked a lot of cities down, and we stumbled, but we didn't fall. This city's moving forward. We're the fastest growing city in the country. We're a dynamic place. We have thriving arts, thriving culture. Our downtown is struggling, but we are coming back faster than any other West Coast downtown. You can see and feel that vibrancy as you walk around on the Amazon campus, as you walk around in the Civic Core. There's an energy. The city is coming back. And what I'm really looking forward to is being in a situation where we're not constantly responding to every single crisis on a daily basis. We are building for the future we want to see. Before we went on air here or on recording, I was talking about how I'm a father. I have a almost 11-month-old daughter, and it's really about building a city that we can leave to her. And you can only do that if you are proactively building for the future instead of just responding to crisis. And we are at that pivot point. The city is building back. We're doing it in collaboration with Mayor Harrell. And continuing that work is what I'm really committed to.
I will say, when you talk about the civics and the arts and all of that, so much of that is your district. I mean, downtown, which there's been so much focus on, is your district. But also Queen Anne, parts of Magnolia. What can those residents expect to see from you as well?
Well, I have a real passion as someone who grew up in the city for our parks and open spaces. And when I took over the Parks Committee 2 years ago, I was really committed to making sure our parks were clean, safe, and open. Because at the beginning of COVID, we all know our parks were in a terrible state. Our parks were defined by encampments, bathrooms that were always closed, maintenance that was deferred, and our proud parks were starting to look shabby. I have worked with the Parks Department and the Herald administration to bring us back. We don't have encampments in our parks anymore. We have a capital plan to renovate, reinvigorate bathrooms in our public parks. We're going to be planting trees in our parks, adding more. Over the last 4 years, we have lost trees in our parks. We are going to have a net addition, more trees in our public parks. And in Queen Anne and Magnolia in particular, that is what I'm really focused on. I want to make sure that we have turf play fields at Queen Anne Playfield. I want to make sure that we get the renovation of the Queen Anne Community Center, which in my first term I funded. I want to get that done, built, open, so that the biggest renovation of that community center since 1950 happens and the community can enjoy that facility. We're going to complete the renovation that I kept on time and on budget for the Magnolia Community Center on track, so that that will open when it is planned to open within the next couple of years. This is what we need to be doing to enhance the vibrancy of the neighborhoods in Queen Anne and Magnolia that are also part of District 7, and that's what I'm committed to continuing to do. It's been great to be able to work with the neighbors in those places to realize this common vision.
All right, very good. I'm done.
All right, let me get a couple of shots of just.
Great.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling on the campaign trail and everything?
Good. You know, I mean, we're out there knocking doors every day, and based on that, we feel pretty good. You know, 'cause
I mean,
we-
you were ahead at the end of the
Yeah,
primary.
I'm in the primary. I was